101.7. I saw you standing in the middle of the thunder and lightning. I know you're feeling like you just can't win, but you're trying. It's hard to keep on keeping on when you're being pushed around. Don't even know which way it's up. Just keep spinning down, round, down. Every storm runs out of range. It's like every dark night turns into day. Every heartache fade away. Just like every storm runs out of range.
It's a minute after 6, and welcome to your Women Radio WFM 91.6. Our silence has remained the veil on widowhood. The time has come for us to cut the cord so as to unveil the hood. It takes a voice to get the voices that makes this change. This is a widow's widow, Nigeria First Family Radio, Nigeria First Family Radio talk show with widows, where we talk about everything widowhood inside out. My name is Leto, and you have my Stella. Say hi to them.
Yeah, good evening. This don't want to talk about widowhood. An interesting topic. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Yes. Today we are looking at widowhood and the remarriage. With the fun part of it, one of the fun part of some of the comments we have gotten on Facebook, and us that we are not serious, we are preaching what we are not practicing. And I'm going to start there on a serious note. One of the reasons I'm preaching it, especially me, is because I did not learn it. If you have been one of our audience, you will know that I have been as a teacher, I'm one of the persons that have been saying the impact of culture on women transmitted into widowhood or transferred into widowhood. And I've shared my own stories, how many tutors I've gotten and how I looked at them, and some that I never even given a chance, and some that even when I saw the love and the love wanted to become serious, as I ran away. These are reality, and is a reality of so many other widows. So today, and throughout this month, we are going to be looking at the marriage. And the only reason we are looking at it, and the truth is that if you look at the African culture, when it comes to remarriage, the Nigeria, where we are, if you check the various tribes, you will see that some tribes are even better than others. I come from the Igbo tribe, and I can tell you that is worse in my tribe. So today, we are going to be talking about widowhood and remarriage. And I'll look over to Stella. Because I'm going to be looking for a marriage.
Yes, getting married, everybody wishes to be happy, everybody wishes that companionship, but the first time is definitely different from the second time, because there's so much responsibility, so much emotions, so much things involved. Then when it was posted on Facebook, we had like 2, 3, 4 comments, which will start there. And because of this, one guy went to my inbox and started like, "You are preaching what you are not doing. It is deception." No, mister, let me leave your name there. We want you to call in and just say there your mind. Now we're going to read the topic. We're going to read the comments from Facebook, because people said something. That's why we're asking you that. We're telling you that please go to Facebook. We're streaming live on WFM 91.7 Facebook page. Then let's hear you. Widows out there. There's this particular video, there's this post one of us posted, and she said that if a widow or widower doesn't get remarried 2 to 3 years, they find it difficult to get remarried again. And from experience, it's true.
Yeah, yes, it's true. The truth is this. I will tell you for free that, you know, I have talked to so many younger widows in our group off camera. And one of them, when she remarried, I know when she was giving the accolade on Facebook, she thanked me.
Okay.
Because the first day I spoke with her, it was around 11 p.m. and we started chatting. And she told me that she's been widowed a couple of years and she had a son. She has a son, not had. She said, and I asked her, have you thought of remarriage? She said, no. I said, you better start thinking about it. I said, let me tell you what happens. That if you don't think about it, even if they put it inside your eyes, you will not know. And the more you say, people ask me, I have had people ask me that. So you can call and ask me, 7,000. Getting used to it again. 7,000. No, I know it's office. 7,917. Come on, I will not leave this. So, and you can send us the WhatsApp message on 070 31 756 537. Call in and ask me, you know, for that young man that said, why are we preaching what? In fact, I will say it if somebody can call and ask me that. Why didn't I? Because the truth is this. I say it and I say, what you don't know, what you have not, or not what you don't know, what you don't think about, and put in your foreconscious, not if now in subconscious. You know they have subconscious.
Yeah, inside.
This one you have to put it in your foreconscious, so that eventually, because the truth, I'm not going. That young lady immediately I said it to her. She paused, and we continued. And later, 10 years after we talked about that topic, she remarried.
Awesome.
And you know, I remember I look for it. See how she put it. What will she say if she doesn't thank me for it? Because it is a part I have done.
Yeah, I see.
If I had suitors, I saw them, and I look at them, I say, what is going on? Because the culture, especially, like I keep saying it, if I were to be a real woman, maybe in a lifetime I would have married 10 different husbands to collect property. You know, the thing about you is, you know, if I come to you, if a man had come to you, and I have picking, I don't have property, I go to even if it's half room, you know, like I like Igbo culture. If you like, in fact, I don't even have to do the marriage proper. If I come now with darling and I get picking, property don't follow join the picking. Okay. So, you know, that's but in Igbo and in our Igbo culture, I think it's wrong. I keep saying my call. There is something, that doesn't mean I like my Igbo. If I have my choice, I will stick with them. But I'm not tribalistic. But there's something that is that we need to change in our culture when it comes to that. Because somebody called here in one of our programs when we were talking some years back. I say that she's a young widow and she has a son. What if she remarries now and go there and have a son? Where will she be buried when she dies?
That's cultural part.
Exactly. So these are part of the things we are going to be looking at when we're looking at this. What are the impact of culture that we now need to look about? And what are the impact of the religion? I've talked about it on religion. You know, we said one man called, he said it's not a preaching topic. It's a counseling topic. And I was like, if you counsel me now that I have to marry, is it not the man that will come and marry me? So what do you say? I do.
Okay, let's go to our comment on Facebook. Mr. Opeyemi Omolaye said, Lady Hope, I understand that most widows are not serious on how to move on. A lot of them are not ready for the challenges of another marriage. A man's job to the woman is to take care of her in his own capacity. And when you offer that to a widow, they begin to compare and thinking about the society that show them no care or pay attention to that situation. It's a valid point. Because the truth is that does the society really not show no care? Yeah, they don't in some extent, because they tend to, like, when you now do it, they now bring their opinions on it. But when you are not in it, everybody needs to do in his own capacity.
No, let me tell you the truth. You know, says. Some of us live in deceit or
fantasy land.
Or fantasy land. You know, and I will not say that it's deceit because I don't blame anybody that wants better.
Very true.
I think I will take that word deceit back. But some of us allow these frivolities to cover the realities. Because, you know, when we, even you that says you don't want to remarry, I've told it to you. I throw it to you that got a man call you go remarry.
Oh God!
So that's the truth. I don't blame you. I will not, because even if it comes to me, I will. But the truth is,
I have time limit. I have focus. When I'm that, I'll get my.
Don't worry, let's not go to it, because if you want, the audience are listening to us. I will put a bet. I will go and tell him to come.
Oh my God!
But anyway, the truth is this: I can respect being engrossed in raising children. The responsibility is awesome.
Yeah.
It is a big one. It is a massive one. And by the truth, I can tell you, you can be caught up in it. Those children you're looking at, before you know it, even you have started seeing it, your boys are already out.
Oh.
I hope that you know that out is out.
I've taken it.
They will always be coming in for holiday.
Yeah.
By the time you're not here, you say that they visited to Abuja or Port Harcourt to do you service. From there, you can hear that one company has taken him and he's going to Sweden or whatever. That's how you continue.
Yeah.
That is how you continue to hear that thing. So till one day, you just realize that it is only phone that you'll be calling them. And by that time, let me tell you what happens, sweetheart. The responsibility that is keeping you, you know, you're thinking of their school fees, you're thinking of their wedding, you're thinking that how will they get work, you're thinking these are so many things that has kept you so busy. So you are so engrossed. When all these things are facing, by the time I'm telling you now, they have one job has taken to Sweden, this one. So you're so empty. You don't have any other thing to do. Yes, you're going to tell me you'll be paying for them.
I have retirement plan. Leave that one.
That's what we're going to do. While you're busy doing the thing, these are things. Remarriage is a two-way thing. Well, you know, unfortunately, when we talk about remarriage, people just go to the other room activity, and they go to it at the financial activity. It's not that. They are all part of it. Don't get me wrong. They are all inclusive. There is a question of somebody. You tell me for true. There are times you sit in your house and you have so many things to talk. You wish you can see somebody that you can.
Very true.
So I leave it over to you.
Okay, let's hang it there because this is a series, so we'll continue from there. Now, another comment from Facebook says, to me, I don't see anything in getting married again with 3 kids with this Nigerian situation. By the time you get married, those that are helping in aspect of you in bringing up your children will stop doing it because they believe there will be like a person you married to. They will believe that the person you married to will be doing that. She now said, like me, I have someone from my husband's relative that is assisting my children in part payment of their fees. Anytime I call him, he's ready to do it for them. What will not happen if I should get married? Will I continue seeking that help from another man's house because I'm still living in my late husband's?
Let me address this discussion truthfully. If you have a relation that is supporting you to raise his nephew or nieces,
okay,
as long as there is no relationship tied to it. If there's a relationship tied to it, you tell yourself the truth. It's a relationship tied to it. You are doing a project. But if there's none, if you remarry, the man is taking care of his family. So that is not a discussion. So I think this message, is a two-way thing.
No. At least we've been in the hood and I've seen widows that are remarried and getting remarried. They don't get help again from anybody.
You're not getting. That's the point. The point is, you know what you said. Family, the husband family.
Yeah.
If your husband family, if my husband family is helping me, I have them that are helping, taking care of, doing 1 or 2 things for their brother and for their brother's children.
Yeah.
And you're not going to look at me if what I do with my life.
Says who?
Then when you do, it becomes wickedness. Because I was going to land there when you take it from me. Your brother, because that's part of the reason we are saying it. The woman is not your property. It's not a property. She has a life. You don't put her into bondage. But if he decides or she decides, your in-law decides, will you mortgage your life? Will you mortgage your happiness for that? What happened to your two hands? One. Secondly, that man you're getting married to, aren't you two going to do it to work together? Going to two forces. That's the truth.
Yes, please add your voices on 0
to this. One of the, I know I'm not supposed to, since I hold dearly for Yoruba culture, I respect them for this thing when it comes to women. I respect their women and their men on remarriage. My people, we must change about it. And that's why one of the reasons I have taken it to be talking about it. One man called here. He said he's from our tribe too, how he remarried a widow and the trauma he went through to remarrying it. So that is the one reason, I like our audience to understand. One of the reasons we say this is something we have left covered for a long time. And, until we are now opening it, people are beginning to see. Because the truth is that we get people call us and say, we're doing a good job, this thing. And say, I had never thought of it. That is the truth. So whenever you see something that is good, the essence of this we're doing comparison is to find out the good thing. It is a good thing. A woman should be allowed to remarry. Make the mistake. Some people will say to you, hey, what if it goes? What if it goes right? So,
okay.
Answer me. I say, what if it goes right?
It's good.
It's good. Yeah. The reality is that this June we are going to look at remarriage. Is remarriage important? It is. Is it the must do? No. It is something that will be beneficial, yes, if you can find one. It is just a question of look at it is something. We are going to go to that point. You remember, I told you I met some in other groups. I now put reasons. Come and say fear. We have over 100 fears.
Very true.
100 fears where the widows we are bringing, where they have not remarried or they are not even thinking about remarrying.
My fears. I say my own.
It is all, yes. What is your fear?
Oh, marriage. My fear is that I might get into the wrong hand.
Oh, that is everybody's fear. So the first time you went into it, do you know you were getting into the right hand?
No. So we need to go and fast and pray on this one.
Exactly. Let me tell you one of the things I will say. I always say it, and one of the reasons I like what I was saying about this is that I'm a teacher. And like I was talking to my friend off the camera, I said, and I'm a foundational teacher. That is the preschool.
Yeah,
the primary.
Early learners.
One thing, I tell you as a parent, when you bring your 2-year, 3-year to school, the first term, our curriculum is S-A-T-P-E-N. These 5 letters is what we are going to do for the whole term. So in the morning, we can come Monday, first week, we might have S. So we make SAT. This is what we do Monday. We do it Tuesday, we do it Thursday. That is why after some time, you can see your child reading.
Yeah.
So that is learning formally that has taken place. You know what is happening to us women in this society?
Even widows too.
Come on, leave widows on our side. It happens, but they have a better chance. Is that informal education, which is the culture? Nobody sat to me and used chalk. Hope, don't remarry. Remarry, it's not possible. But growing up, I had my aunties, I had myself, stay for your children. Widow. See, if you remarry, see the man will do this. If you remarry, this. So we are taking it in. So, and if you sit down where that discussion is going on, it is all about the women. At the same time, when they are doing all this around the women, they are doing them for the men. You don't have to stay. Who will take care of you? You have to think about getting married. So that is what I like people to, put this thing inside their vision and see where we have to do this intentional education about it.
Okay. Since it's a series, Well, the fact is that remarriage is good, it's biblical, it's everything positive if you get it right the second time. The only thing is that, as I always say, my fear, basically because maybe I have male children, and my plans, when the thing happened, basically because maybe I have male children, and my plans, when the thing happened, everybody have what they're focusing on and have the foundation of which they're coming from. Did you get it now? So personally, I just said, okay, children must attend to this before you think of getting remarried. And as we know, the older you get into it, the more.
Let me give you an example. Let me tell you this thing you said.
Okay.
23 or 24 years ago, there's one of my, wasn't in the column. How do they take you through the language?
Waiting.
Toaster. One of my toaster. Then, a big commander, military. My husband was a police officer. He's a military. So, so after a long time, maybe we just felt that the thing was not working. And one early Saturday morning, he came with the drivers and everything. Around 7 a.m., on my door. When I called the mega, I said, somebody, by the time, military, the guy said was already behind the mega before they were calling me. When I saw him, I was like, oh boy, cut the long story short. He said, get into the car, let's go out. Went to one coffee shop. I didn't even know that coffee shop. During the time of military was around me. Yeah. And we started talking. I know I've said this thing here. And we started talking. And I was like, by the time we sat down, they brought coffee, pancake. He said, Hope, I want to marry you. I busted out into laughter. It was when I now remember that this guy lived all the way from Ikoyi to come to Ikeja, and this early morning, even people there were looking at me. I became ashamed of myself. And I had to come and say, you can't be serious. And he said, and he looked at me. Of course, the person that left the Ikoyi and come and by 7 a.m. is not serious. I said, okay, you have to wait till my last child finish university. By that time, my last child were in primary 6. So I leave that discussion for you. Now the guy, and because what people will say to me, the guy was a matured man. He was married. We take 3 kids. And they divorced, and the wife has even remarried. So you can see. So the guy is in Canada here, and they remarried. And so, you know why I put it in? When I look back, maybe if I had had this kind of information or discussion, he would have rang the bell in my ear. So I would have looked at him, because when he was saying all these things, you need to see the way it was just disgusting. Oh, yeah. I just find it wasn't part of the discussion, just like you, that I want to hear. That's the point. But now that I've now learned the lesson and I'm doing the discussion, I will not see that size again. Because that size, when they will come, they will not come for. They will not even look at. Maybe they may not even look at my daughter. They will wait for my granddaughter. Oh, so that's what. So that's why it is always important to put these things into part of your conscious, not your subconscious.
Okay, Lady Hope, we are still going to talk about it. This remarriage thing. Okay, this remarriage thing is something that is news in the wood. News in the sense that when somebody brings it out, people want to comment, people want to justify why it's like that, people want to justify why it's not like that. We know that remarriage, I know that remarriage is companionship. Now, give us reasons why you think that the widow, apart from fear, why you think widows, at least you are still to this level, are not willing to get married.
The number one reason,
apart from fear,
that's the number one reason that covers the general principle that is the best of all the reasons, is our cultural indoctrination.
Is it cultural?
Bam. Whether you like it or not. Then why are we talking about gender inequality? Why are we talking about gender gap? Every little action you do is what tore this space. It is. Why are we talking about gender equality, gender imbalance, gender all this thing? It is a cultural thing. To some, they didn't sit down to tell you, but you watch it, you saw it, you heard it.
Yeah.
So they were the informal learning that our tradition portrayed around women.
Okay, though it's going to be a topic. It's going to be a topic in this series: remarriage and children. The children will accept it.
Exactly, it's going to be a topic. Because let me give you an example.
Okay.
Why do you think? I said just use that woman I told you on Facebook. Why do you? It just takes. It's getting people are getting remarried, and let me tell you, people are getting remarried now. People, women, even men, because then. You know, a young man has chatted me up when one of those days when we started. He said he likes what I was doing. That he fell in love with one young widow that works in an oil company here in Lagos. He said he was in his 30s and the girl was in her 20 something. And they started talking. By the time the girl just lost the husband, said the girl just lost the husband and with about 18 under 2 years child.
Okay.
And when they started talking and everything, when they saw her, he just said, "This is it." I told him, of course, I'm not going to say when the discussion started, he now said it, and the guy was like, "Oh, everything in him died."
Mm-hmm.
So they continued. But when he wanted to get married, he didn't have the guts or anything to tell the mother. Eventually, he got married to another person. But he said it in his heart that he still went back to get the woman whether they go continue. So the girl nearly breaking head.
He reached the breaking
So then the point is when I now ask her, why didn't you? You know what he said to me? That she's a widow. So that's how we're going to end this, because that's where you look at the culture, the religion. When the religion sit down in the pulpit and say Jesus is the husband of the widow, I'm one of the person that fights against that. Take example. It's what I do every day in school. That's what your child can read. So when you take a child from day one, every day you try to put Jesus is the husband of the widow, will not grow up. When you see a young girl, 21 years, and they're just a widow, he doesn't want to go and struggle wife with Jesus. Anyway, I leave it over to you so you know.
Okay. Yes, we're rounding up this evening. Next week we'll continue on this remarriage thing. It's a topic that we need to know about. We need to put in our subconscious just for the society to know, for the widows to know that it's a good thing, it's acceptable. Just know what you are getting into and get ready to get into it. Yeah. Yes, Lady Hope, final shot.
Well, final shot is in this. Why we talk about remarriage, we do not say jump into something that you are not ready for. Just put it in your forefront. It's your right, and you have the right to be happy. Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy a nice weekend. Bye.
So you standing in the middle of the thunder and lightning. I know you